Okay, Glen Schaefer and Rick Ernst at the Chin Chin restaurant out on the patio where the party is spilling outside. It's the Brightlight Pictures Technicolour gala opening party for the Vancouver International Film Festival, and we're going to go inside in a sec and dive into the canapes and cleavage again. So Andrew, you were going to tell us about the film you just finished?
I just finished a film called Blood Chronicles with actually a really good friend of mine, Chris Sherman. So just finished it a couple days ago, actually.
Something you're something you're hoping to get into the festival next year, or?
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, it's kind of like a mockumentary, so it's kind of looks like The Office. It's really fun little shoot. And then Elise and I have a show that's it's Elise's show, and it comes out in October, right?
Yeah, October 19th.
Tower Prep.
Yeah, on Cartoon Network.
And you're in it as well, right?
Not nearly as much as Elise's, but yeah, I've got a reoccurring part in it.
Okay, now tell me about the show and who you are in.
I play CJ Ward, who all the students at Tower Prep have special abilities, and we don't know how we got to the school or why we're at the school. So it's a little bit of a mystery. Each episode we find out something new about the school.
And it's been a big break for you. You've been busy all year with it, I guess, haven't you?
Yeah, it's been really fun. We filmed all summer. We just finished up about a month ago, so it comes out at the end of October, so hopefully everyone likes it.
Airing in the States on the Cartoon Network, isn't it?
Yes, Cartoon Network.
Any films you want to see at the festival?
I heard about the one with Paul Giamatti tonight. It sounds fantastic. It's like they've been working on it for a really long time.
Barney's version.
So yeah. I would like to see that.
You will release?
Sounds good to me.
All right. Thanks a bunch. Thanks. We're talking with Clay Bennett, who's one of the stars of Barney's version. And now you also filmed the TV series Shattered in Vancouver for several months earlier this year. Is it nice to come back with the big movie to some friends in Vancouver?
I love Vancouver. I love the weather. First thing this morning, I was out on the seawall going for a run. So I love it being back here.
Now you're having a busy year this year. You're also commuting to Newfoundland to shoot Republic of Doyle every now and then.
That's right. I did an episode of Republic of Doyle, and I'm also on Lost Girl, which is on Showcase.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're basically a guy with a foot in two towns. You're based in Toronto. You end up spending a lot of time in Vancouver.
Yeah, about half the year out here.
Now, how was it shooting Shattered in Vancouver?
I loved it. I mean, I just loved the cast and the crew on Shattered. Cal and Keith Rennie, Camille Sullivan, Martin Cummins, Karen LeBlanc. Great cast, great crew. It was a beautiful experience. I loved it. Yeah.
Hoping to come back for a second season, I suppose.
Hopefully, I hope so. I mean, we have something strong there. So hopefully, we went through a little bit of thing where we had a couple of different showrunners and whatnot. But hopefully, we can pull it together and come back for a second time.
Now, tell me about your role in Barney's version.
Barney's version, I play Cedric Richardson. He's one of the Barney's got a bunch of friends in Europe who are artists, and my character he's an actor. He's kind of like a playboy, kind of a Casanova, and there's one particular scene in the film which you'll see, which is quite interesting. He gets a little bit too much of a Casanova. Yeah. Okay.
And is it a period? Is it the flashback period scene?
Yeah. I mean, it's from the 70s. That's when you see him. He's in the 70s. Yeah. I mean, the film spans numerous decades, but when you first see my character, it is in the 70s.
Okay. And you were working in Italy filming, or in Toronto?
That's right. Yeah, Italy and Montreal.
All right. Okay. Thanks a bunch, Clay.
Thank you.
Here's Ben Ratner and Jay Brazeau of the Canadian Images Festival opener film Fathers and Sons. Now, you guys have played fathers and sons before, but this movie takes your relationship to a whole other level.
It takes it to the ultimate fathers and sons level, doesn't it, Jay?
The ultimate father and son experience, the kind where you don't know who your son is and your son doesn't know who your father is. So it's kind of a mixed blessing, I guess you would say.
And isn't it, what's the ultimate expression of love if it's not a knife fight?
A knife fight. How long did you rehearse the knife fight for? Or was it all improvised?
Well, it's a Canadian film, so we had like 20 minutes at least. You know?
Yeah, working with our friend Carl Basai, in these kind of films, there's no such thing as rehearsal. You just keep shooting until you're out of digital tape.
Or until he stops yelling. I think that's the other thing. And knife fight was just something I think, Ben, you always wanted. we talked about, the whole film's improvised, but Ben, I said I always wanted to do a knife fight in a film, so really the whole film was based on that. It was the knife fight. Yeah, I think so.
I knew in this film I wanted to bury my mother and stab my father. And also I wanted to breastfeed. And I got to do all those things, so it was very special.
The most memorable parent-teacher conference on film, I think, this year. You and Rebecca Jenkins, I think it was.
Again, that was the first time we had met. And it's just like, how do you do? And mama.
So jump right in there, you know. Exactly.
I think that'll do.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. Marie Abgeropoulos. Okay, and so you just finished shooting a movie with Stone Cold Steve Austin. Tell me
Yes, I
about
did. I just finished my first lead role, actually, where was lucky enough to play his daughter in a movie, and it wasn't too hard because we had a great bond. I'm from Thunder Bay, Ontario. He's a redneck. I'm a redneck. We got to shoot guns, blow things up. It was great.
Do you get kidnapped or anything like that, or does he get the guy who gets his daughter? Is that the story?
Well, we struggle with our relationship together, and then to make matters worse, we get forced into hostage by fugitives to rescue them so we can basically take their millions of dollars of bank bonds into Canada and set them home free. So together we have that wild ride.
And earlier this year, you were shooting the movie Deal With It with Seth Rogen and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Tell me about those guys.
Those guys were really great to work with. It was cool to work with Seth because he's also a Vancouverite as well, so to get his input on things. And we just had a blast. They're really funny actors, very talented. I'm excited for it to come out.
And who do you play in that movie?
I play one of the girls that kind of hangs off the arms of Seth Rogen. We all meet at a bar together and we have some laughs and we find ourselves in some pretty uncomfortable situations.
All right, that's the clip. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right.
Hi, Glenn. How you doing, man?
This is Nick Lee and this is John Cassini. They're in the movie Guido Superstar. I don't know why we're talking to them because neither of them plays Guido.
No, Guido's not here though.
You'll know when Guido shows up.
Yeah, you'll know.
There'll be no mistake.
Really?
No.
Oh, is there?
Say no more.
Oh, okay. So tell us a bit for the viewing audience looking for festival treats. Tell us a bit about Guido Superstar. First to you, producer.
Glenn, the province. Guido's about an Italian immigrant who comes to Canada. He gets fired from his job. He gets scooped up by the FBI. They ask him to go undercover to infiltrate a mob and act like a Sicilian mobster. He's not at all ready for that, and hijinks happen. And it's a comedy. It's good pretty much for the whole family. Nick and I play the two FBI agents that lure him in. Testing. And Silvio Polio, who wrote it, directed it, and plays Guido, is really terrific in it, and will be here, so you should interview him. And we shot it all in and around Vancouver, and October 7th and October 8th are our screening dates, and we're pretty happy about it.
Hey Nick, you're a regular on V now as well? Or
I wouldn't say I'm a regular.
Semi-regular?
Semi-regular.
Irregularly recurring?
That's right.
Yes. And so you get to spend more. You get to spend.
I like semi-regular.
Every time
that just covers it all.
See, every time I talk to you, you're going down. You're going down to LA to audition for roles that you end up getting in Vancouver.
I know it is true. It's true. But I'm now going to be situated here as much as I can possibly humanly be situated here. This is a much better place to live.
All right. And we will have to make music again sometime.
Please, let's do. I have a room in my basement now, which I'm setting up to do just that, to have people come over and play and record. So do that.
Score!
Okay, good.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Take care.
Cheers, Dan. Good to see you.
Okay. Are you working on something in Vancouver now?
No, not as of right now. I'm just here for the film festival and having a good time, and hopefully come back to work soon because I love Vancouver. I do. Yeah.
Now your last movie was a break from the film festival fair. You did the latest Saw sequel, Saw in 3D.
Yes, I did. It comes out Halloween. It's going to be pretty amazing.
Okay.
Pretty scary.
Any secrets you can give? What was it like working in 3D?
Oh, it was great. It's a lot more work. It's a lot more hours. But when you see the outcome and everything in the final picture, it's so worth it. It's so worth it.
And what are you looking forward to seeing here at the festival?
I'm looking forward to seeing seeing Steve Nash's documentary. He's a friend of mine, so I'm really excited for him, and I think it's going to be really, really great.
Okay, thanks a bunch.
Thank
That's
you.
Great. Why do you... So this is our host, Sean Williamson of Brightlight Pictures. Why do you do these crazy parties?
Well, we do two parties. We do one during the Vancouver Film Festival, one during the Whistler Festival. And really it's a celebration of the talent that exists in Vancouver. So it's really celebrating the local talent and trying to have a bit of fun with the local community.
And what can you tell me about any new projects of yours coming up? I guess the Seth Rogen movie is finished now, or have you guys...
I just watched the latest cut last night. The film's called Live With It, and Summit are releasing the film. It's spectacular. So they're up in a week to do a little bit of reshooting and craft a bit, but the film looks amazing.
And that'll be another one for another sort of a big shout out to the Vancouver film community on that one. It's very much a local production, I think, isn't it? With Seth and his...
It was local. It's financed through Mandate in the States, and Summit are releasing. But Seth really wanted to bring that home. He told me that he's written all of the scripts for Vancouver, the Pineapple Express, and Knockout, all these things that he'd written over the years. And this was the first time he was able to write something and set it here. So it was nice. It was nice coming home for him.
All right. Okay. Well, thanks again for the party. Thank you. Okay, we're talking to Richard DeClercq, who stars in the thriller, the Vancouver film thriller, or actually Maple Ridge film thriller. Mission. Big shout out to Mission, okay? And the Mission film thriller, Repeaters, which is screening at the festival. Tell us about the movie, Richard.
Yeah, it's kind of like Groundhog Day on crack, but the nice thing about it is that a generation has passed, so I feel that it's a time to re-examine the whole premise of the day repeating. But it's a day repeating for 3 recovering drug addicts, and we all kind of go a little crazy, but I go a little bit more crazy in the end.
So you're the darkness over this movie, aren't you?
Yes, you could say that. I'm pretty dark in this movie.
All right. Okay. Well, thanks. All right. So we're talking to actress Christine Kofsky, who has acted in a couple of past film festival movies, but this year she's producing one. What can you tell me about Night for Dying Tigers?
Night for Dying Tigers was directed by Terry Miles. We premiere on Monday night at 9:15. It's a dark family dysfunctional drama with some comedy,
A couple of stars in it.
Yeah, we've got Jennifer Beals, Kathleen Robertson, Ty Runyon from Vancouver, and his wife Sarah Lind, Gil Bellows, Lauren Lee Smith. So we got a great cast.
I saw the movie, and there's a whole lot wrong with that family. I thought my family was messed up, but hey.
I know. You don't. If you think that you have family problems, go watch this film, and you'll know that you're fine. You're good.
All right, thank you, Christy.
Thanks.
Okay, we're talking to actress Jolie Collins, who it's a rare thing. She doesn't have a film in this year's festival, but you're having fun just watching the films, friends' films, that sort of thing.
Well, actually, my business partner Chad and I, we've got a couple of films we have in development, so we're actually here more for the business side of things. But I'm hoping the film that I did just recently finish with Shay Wageman, What Could Have Been, I'm hoping it'll be in the festival next year.
That was great. We visited on set on that
you
one.
Totally came
down. Tell me a bit about that one.
It was amazing. I got to work with Kelly McGillis. She's lovely. And Shay's fantastic. He wrote a great script. He's editing it right now, so I haven't seen anything.
And you got your share of exercise in the film, I gather, didn't you?
Yes. Running in stilettos uphill in 36 degrees. I think it was the hottest week in the whole summer. But I had a blast doing it.
So we're hoping to see that one at next year's festival then?
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.
Nice to see you, Glenn.
Yeah, good to see you too, Joe.
Almost 50 films, so...
50 films?
50 films, if I can do it. It's maybe 4 films a day. 3-4 films a day. So.
All right, I have one question for you. You had your mind turned into porridge by Keanu Reeves in The Day the Earth Stood Still, and then you valiantly fought the good fight against the aliens in V and ended up getting killed anyway.
That's right.
Do the aliens have it in for you?
I believe they do. But as they say, you're never dead in sci-fi.
Very good. Thanks, Dave. Okay, so we're talking to Zach Santiago, April Tellick, and Anna Mae Routledge, who are the stars of the festival movie Amazon Falls. And now I'm going to go in order. Now, Zach, you're a DJ in real life and you play one in the movie.
Yeah, actually it's my first time actually playing a DJ, so it was a little weird for me. Usually I'll never get cast as the DJ, and Katrin was kind enough to write me a DJ role, so it was fun.
So, not that hard to get into character?
Well, the DJing part was good, but I had to be a real jerk to this beautiful woman and to this beautiful woman too, and that was difficult. Yeah, I play kind of an asshole DJ, so yeah.
And April, now in the movie you play a Hollywood B-movie actress who's basically chewed up and spat out by the system. In reality, you are a happy suburban mom with a family and a house in the burbs. Stretch?
Yeah, but you know, I mean, I know enough people who this business has been ugly too. And so I had a lot of stuff to draw on from their life experiences. Fortunately, I have been lucky and blessed to have been successful and not hit that point of no return, you know, where it's too late to get out. Yeah.
And Anime, now the last time I saw you on screen, you were hanging from the rafters on Harper's Island. Do you like movies where you don't end up dying?
I really enjoy not dying, actually. It's a lot of fun. I mean, I could take my career either way, right? Die, don't die. Anyway, I've just been really lucky to work with such talented people in this film, and William B. Davis, and people that I adore, and hopefully can use as mentors now for the rest of my career. It's been an amazing turn. Amazing.
So the festival, were all of you in Toronto? You've been traveling around with the film. How's it been?
It's been great. All 3 screenings sold out at TIFF in Toronto.
The first one in 3 hours.
Yeah, so there's been a lot of great response. I mean, this movie is a labor of love. We all did it on a very short time, and basically just with our hearts. We really believed in Katrin's vision and Curry's script. So to have it that well received at big festivals and Canadian festivals by our peers, it's icing on the cake.
It has been outstanding.
I know, no kidding.
I'm never letting Zach talk first again.
I think we sold out the showing at TIFF though, because Zach said he would take his shirt off. I'm pretty sure. He's getting a lot of questions about his tattoos, so I think he's bringing in some audience members through nudity.
Oh, so is it fun to bring the movie home to the hometown crowd where you shot it?
Yes,
yeah.
Very much so.
You know, TIFF was an unbelievable win for us and a huge accomplishment, but I think I'm more nervous about it being in Vancouver because of all of our friends and our family getting a chance to see it for the first time on the big screen. I will feel so excited and so nervous at the same time. It's thrilling to be here.
Okay, high fives all around. Thank you very much.